Alrighty then, so that title is not a joke. I'm actually very serious with that. Which one? Even though it is a Fist of the North Star kind of joke, you know, nani. I love it. So yeah, very, very, very clearly from the champion select, I knew my team has such a disgusting advantage against the enemy team that we would only lose if we kind of just let them win. All right. Some people on my stream like were a little bit weirded out that I even made that claim. Like the second champion select was done, I'm like, the enemy team stands no chance in hell. As long as, you know, nothing silly happens, like the LeBlanc gets super duper fed and pops off, or the Fiora gets super duper fed, we should be fine. You know, solo queue things can happen, and even if you have a great advantage, it just gets thrown away. But their team composition gets countered in so many ways, it is ridiculous. And the enemy team picked into this, right? We had a first pick Teemo, and I was last pick Maokai. But we had first pick Teemo, they had an early pick Skarner, and then they picked LeBlanc and Kog'Maw and the Braum. That's just super stupid. The Braum does help against Twitch, but that's about the only thing they really got going for them. The rest of my team counter them hard, alright? So, Yasuo's Windwall in certain situations makes Kog'Maw's damage basically irrelevant, right? A good Windwall stops it completely. You know, corridors or good angles, that kind of stuff. That kind of thing is pretty good. Much like Braum would counter Twitch, right? Or at least nullify it a little bit. Maokai and Lulu are just a death throws for their entire team, and you know Teemo already is putting a handicap on them. Like if Teemo gets a blind on either the Fiora, a good blind, or on the Kog'Maw, it's gonna cut their damage tremendously. And if he puts mushrooms down properly, well, you know, Skarner and Braum are just gonna be pretty much unable to do very much. Especially Skarner, who, to be very honest, was one of the worst picks he could have made. Well, I feel bad calling it one of the worst because he did pick it early. I just feel his team didn't take that into account, that he was a Skarner, and put so much onto him. But I will blame the Skarner for having such a terrible build for responding to the situation he had in this game. So look, this game, 2-2 so far, 8 minutes in. It's pretty standard fare so far. Nothing really big is happening. I have the 2 kills on myself, so, you know, the kill spread is meh. There's no gold really flowing right now for any side, right? So it's basic, right? Yeah, that's important, because my team composition is going to excel in team fights. We're going to win during the team fights. Though, like, if we are even slightly behind, or even maybe just pretty behind, my team composition is so much stronger than theirs, that when it comes to team fights, we're gonna crush them, and you'll see. I'll point that out. The biggest weakness they have is that me, as Maokai, or and Lulu are just gonna bury them alive. All right, Maokai is probably the best bodyguard or jungle bodyguard in the game right now. You know, up there with the likes of like Nautilus. But Maokai is just better at it than him. And Lulu, everybody knows Lulu's just, you know, frustration encompassed in a little tiny Yordle body. Like, she'll slow your team down, she'll CC somebody down, and then she'll pop her ultimate to just disengage an AoE around the player. And she's super good at defending people. Combine 2 incredibly strong bodyguards against a team that has only one form of actual engage that is very unreliable and very unremarkable. They're just done. They're super done. The only means of them being able to engage on us is Skarner getting fortunate that somebody was out of position, grabbing them and hoping the team can respond. But even if Skarner, in the best scenario, grabs somebody important, Lulu and I have such tremendous disengage that it just kind of nullifies the entire thing. Like, Skarner will be controlled, he'll be pushed away, Fiora will try to do something, she'll be grabbed and immediately killed, and then the rest of the team will finally be able to actually fight the fight, but there will be nothing to fight. They would have lost. Their only real hope is their Braum is able to get a really good ultimate after we, you know, engage, because our engage isn't amazing either. It's just better than theirs, and significantly better disengaged than theirs too. So they're just, you know, up a shit creek right now. And yeah, I'm not really commentating too much on the game itself, because again, even though we have a 2-kill lead right now, it is, rather basic. We're starting to get towers, but it's a very slow game. 7-5 in around 14 minutes, and only a couple towers, well, 2 towers taken, and by a push, two push dominant champions, so it was going to happen eventually anyways. Right now, as the jungler, I have 3 kills, which isn't that good if I want to gain an advantage for my team. Other team was kind of, getting a little bit too overconfident, so he is giving kills to the Fiora. But like I'm saying, mostly throughout this game, I'm just trying to control, the pace of it. Or at least maintaining the fact that as long as we're neutral, we'll win team fights. But for some reason, the enemy team decides to fight in a corridor, doing exactly what I said would happen. The Yasuo's wind wall nullifies Kog'Maw's damage. He didn't even try to attack because he knew it was done. And it allowed me to just kind of walk up to him and control him, disabling him for the rest of the fight, even after the wind walls went away, and getting him killed. And the Skarner, the fuck he could do? He literally couldn't do anything, right? Well, this team fight was just the enemy team being exceptionally dumb, right? You shouldn't fight in a corridor against a Yasuo with a wind wall while having a Kog'Maw, and, ignoring the fact that you were also at a numerical disadvantage. It was just super silly, right? But still, kill spread is still just 11-6. It's definitely in our favor now, especially since we have control of, the map and whatnot. But it is, you can tell, a short game, because the team fights are going to be the first one was already pretty gruesome, but the next one, spoiler alert, is going to encompass everything I've been telling you about, that my team has a significantly stupid advantage against theirs. And I knew this from Champion Select, which is why I picked Maokai. I was the definite last pick. I saw their team composition, knew they couldn't disengage properly, knew they couldn't deal with the bodyguards or whatever. Their damage would basically be super irrelevant. It was just beautiful, and I wanted to point this out because now that the new season is basically started, a lot of players are gonna make really weird, awkward team picks, and they're gonna screw each other up because everyone's gonna be trying to be the whole superstar status. You gotta pick the carry in order to win. But even then, if you pick a really bad team composition, and I know it doesn't super matter in solo queue, it will burn you in certain situations. Remember the rule: if you assume your opponents are dumber than you, or that you just stomp them, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. It's better or smart, or it means smarter, to assume that your teammates are so worse than your opponents, so you have to play better and smarter to make up for them, and that your opponents are on par with you or way better than you. So you have to put in a lot of effort for that. And of course, some people won't still do that, and some people think it's disrespectful to talk that way. But yeah, either way. You look at my team, look at my build, right? My build is built to respond to them. I got a Spirit Visage, which is giving me cooldown reduction. I'm building a Righteous Glory for more cooldown reduction for all the whole bodyguardness. Righteous Glory to be able to pick off somebody if they're in a really bad position, since my team's engage is actually pretty poor. Or, just for the mini Randuins when they're already on top of me. Just that kind of control right there. And then look at Skarner's build. It's so bad. Like, it's really bad. You look at your team composition, and you look at how the game is going, you don't build a Trinity Force, you'll build a Righteous Glory or something. But look, that's what I mean. Skarner tries to engage, Lulu and I will just kind of like, just push him away. Like, no, you can't cross. And then right now he's going to try to cycle around to try to get a flank, right? Which is what you want to try to do with Skarner. Right now he's just kind of pissing around. But he's going to try to go around and going to try to flank. And this team is too far away because, they're playing it safe. I just grab him, control him, put my ultimate in front of this little tiny barrier here, little wall thing, which is gonna get most of them. Fiora can't get close because of it. She gets grabbed. We control Skarner. He can't get anybody. Braum tried to put himself in the front line to do something. As soon as Fiora gets close, the Lulu pops her ultimate to disengage her, and I grab her with my W. Essentially, you saw that whole thing. They couldn't do shit. They were so controlled. They, nothing. They couldn't do anything. Skarner, throughout that entire, 5-7 seconds of that whole thing, did zero. Fiora tried to do something, immediately controlled CC, slapped around. Zero. Braum tried his best to defend his team, but of course, there's nothing he could do, and he was just caught in the whole CC control wave 0, and that was a 4v5. Teemo was off fucking around somewhere else. Look, go back to it, right? Go back to it, see it. It was so brutal. Like, bad composition against a composition that absolutely crushes it in every turn. No chance in hell. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, make a comment below in the comment section, and also give the video a like. That helps the channel a lot more than you think.